This isn't just a story about winning some trophies. This is about how a passionate sports community literally changed the map of their city. We're diving into how a local cricket league in Ottawa, Canada got organized, fought hard, and scored a massive victory that's going to shape their sport for generations to come. And this quote right here, it just nails what the Ottawa Valley Cricket Council, or OVCC for short, managed to pull off. Over the last couple of years, they didn't just get one thing done, they built this incredible wave of momentum by succeeding on 3 different fronts, all at once. And this number, 6, this is the payoff. 6 brand new cricket pitches are now officially in the city's pipeline. For a sport that was absolutely starved for space, this is a total game changer. So how on earth did they do it? Okay, so let's start with the breakthrough itself. Back in March of 2024, the city of Ottawa confirmed it was making a huge investment in cricket infrastructure. And look, this wasn't just some minor update. This was the city finally officially recognizing that it needed to catch up with the sport's explosive growth. But to really get why this was such a massive deal, we have to rewind a bit and look at the problem they were facing. Why was this announcement so desperately needed? Well, to put it simply, the demand for cricket grounds had completely swamped the supply. You had more players, more teams, and more fans, all fighting over just a handful of spaces. This shortage was the single biggest thing holding back Canada's fastest-growing sport, right there in the nation's capital. So, the OVCC realized they couldn't just ask for more fields. They knew they first had to build a movement. They had to show just how big and how organized their community really was. They had to grow the game from the inside out. Their first move? They went digital. They started building their community online. And I mean, look at these numbers. Over 2,100 followers on Facebook, more than 1,400 on Instagram. They ended up with a social reach of over 3,500 people. This wasn't just about getting likes. It was about creating a powerful, unified voice that city officials simply could not ignore. And all that online energy? It started spilling over into the real world, big time. They became Ottawa's biggest league. They launched a brand new T10 division, that super fast, exciting version of the game. They welcomed 3 new clubs and even started live streaming their playoff games. It made everything feel more professional and way more accessible. And you can really see how vibrant the league was becoming just by looking at the results. Yeah, Capital United Cricket Club had a pretty dominant run, but the fact that new champs like Bearhaven CC were starting to emerge, that just shows you how competitive and healthy the whole scene was getting. Okay, so now they've got this bigger league, this massive online community. But how do you actually turn that people power into a real civic victory? Well, this is where their advocacy playbook was absolutely clutch. And here's the real key. The OVCC understood that to be taken seriously by the city, they couldn't just be a collection of teams. They had to operate like a professional, well-run organization. They needed to build better systems. And that meant doing all the unglamorous, behind-the-scenes work that's so essential. Internally, they totally revamped their meeting management, their process for handling player disputes, and their finances. And externally, they kept up constant contact with the mayor and city council and got their story out on major news channels like CTV and CBC. And they unified this entire effort under one simple but really powerful message. Their rallying cry, #UnitedByCricket, wasn't just a hashtag, it was an identity. It positioned the OVCC not as some niche group asking for a favor, but as a key stakeholder in the future of Ottawa sports. And all of that hard work, the community building, the professional systems, the smart advocacy, it all led directly back to this, a pipeline of new pitches, the tangible, concrete results of a brilliant strategy. And the city didn't just offer up some vague promises, they backed it up with a real financial commitment. The announcement included up to $200,000 in grant funding, which proved this was a serious investment in the future of cricket in Ottawa. And here they are, the 6 projects. A new recreational pitch at Bradley Craig Park to get more people playing, and then 4 full-size competitive grounds in different stages of development across the entire city. Millennium Park out east, Beryl Gaffney and Riverside South in the south, and Fernbank out west. This was a true citywide victory. So when you boil it all down, the real takeaway here is that this story was never just about winning a few games. It's about a community that understood that by professionalizing their systems and amplifying their voice, they could create the conditions for real, sustainable, long-term growth. It's amazing, isn't it? The OVCC story proves that organized passion can literally change the landscape of a city. And it kind of leaves you with a question, right? What passion in your own community is just one smart strategy away from its own breakthrough moment?